Welcome to the Uzziah Show. I am your host, Uzziah, your success strategist. And if you have any questions about your business, career, or finances, then this is the show for you. Welcome. I'm excited because tonight we're going to talk about the 7 signs that you're starting a business for the wrong reasons. How do you know your heart is in the right place? Well, tonight we're going to find out. So, for those of you that are watching for the very first time, my name is Uzziah. I wish you a warm welcome. I'm a business consultant by trade, and my job is to help you get out of debt so you can start your own business. So, tonight we're going to talk about the right and wrong reasons as to why you would be an entrepreneur. You know, entrepreneurship is sexy now, but is it right for you? So let me take a quick second to acknowledge those that are online. Big shout out to my sister, LA for life. Listen, if y'all are in the house, leave me a comment. Leave me a name. Let me know who you are. Give me a name. Give me a city. Tell me about yourself. So that way I could give you a big shout out, man. And I'm so excited to see all of y'all on. Whoa, 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 whoa. My sister Pecloria. I've been wondering where you been, sis. How you doing? How you doing? So good to see you on. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Really appreciate the support. Guys, thank you to all of you that support this channel. This helps to keep the show online. There's a billion other things that I could be doing, but I love to be here to spend the night with you. So tonight we're going to talk about 7 signs you are starting a business for the wrong reasons. If y'all been on this show before, you know that I'm going to give you a ton of value. All I ask is that you smash the like button and show some support. My sister Ariel is in the house. Y'all know Ariel be holding it down. Sis Ariel, we got to get you back on camera. Sis, we got you on here one good time, but we got to get you back on camera again because, man, that time that you were on, boy, was it a treat. So now, let's go into this thing, guys. Y'all know I don't like to waste no time. I'm not going to give you no filler. What are the 7 reasons that maybe you're not starting a business for a right purpose? The first sign that you're starting a business for the wrong reason is because you want to work less. See, I don't know if I could get started as much as I want to jump into this because this might hurt y'all feelings tonight. I know that there's some of y'all that are out there that are like, yo, I want to start my own business so that way I could relax and chill. You know, I can make passive income. I don't know if y'all are really ready for where we're going to go on tonight's broadcast. I'm testing y'all tonight. I am testing y'all to see if your heart is in the right place. There's a lot of people that want to be entrepreneurs, but a lot of people are just hopping on the bandwagon. The reason so many people are saying they want their own business is because business sounds sexy. But if you get yourself in this thing, you could be in for a rude awakening. See what LA for Life says? If you start your own business, that means you'll be working more. You having passive income doesn't come until you've already set your team in place. Listen, guys, there is a phase and a life cycle behind entrepreneurship. Hang out on the beach does not come in year 1. When you set up your own business, you're going to be putting in more work than you ever have before. I promise you, I don't care how much work you're putting in at your 9 to 5 job. You will be putting in more work when starting your very first company. Okay. Business is a grind. The only difference is in business, you grind now so that you can enjoy later. A lot of people at 9 to 5s, they just grind forever. And so it's about you front loading your work. It's about you rolling up your sleeves right now, being clear about your vision, being clear about your goals, and being clear about your purpose. And then you implementing that vision day by day until the vision is realized. But guys, it does not happen overnight. I'm sorry, I'm not here to bust y'all's bubble. I'm here to tell you that you can succeed in business, and some of you should, but it's going to take some time. So, the very first sign that you're starting a business for the wrong reasons is because you want to work less. I know a lot of people that say, oh man, I can't wait to quit my 9 to 5 job and be my own boss. And you're not trying to be your own boss so that way you can work yourself hard so that you can realize your true potential. A lot of people just say that they want to be business owners because they don't want to work. They don't want to work for somebody else. They don't want to have to report to a boss that they can't stand. You always think that the grass is greener on the other side, but it's not always so. I always tell you guys, entrepreneurs are the only people who are willing to work 80 hours themselves so that they don't have to work for somebody else for 40. You got to make sure that you put in this grind, y'all. All right. So, the second sign on why you're starting a business for the wrong reason is because you want less stress. See, this goes hand in hand with reason one. A lot of people think that their 9 to 5 job is so stressful, but boy, wait until you become an entrepreneur. When you start your own business, you're going to be solving all kinds of problems that you did not even know exist. Guys, I want to give you a reality check right now. I want to see you live your dream, but I want you to do it realistically. The reason why so many people start businesses and fail is because they go through life like a fantasy. They think that, oh man, as soon as I start my own business, everything's going to be great. I'm going to be doing everything that I want to do. It's not going to feel like work. Trust me, no matter what line of business you're in, there's going to be something that you're going to do to keep that business going that you wish that you wouldn't have to do. The second sign that you're starting a business for the wrong reason is because you believe that being a business owner is going to give you less stress than more. I don't care how much your boss gets on your last nerves. Your business will keep you up at night. Your business will have you tossing and turning. Man, did I do this the right way? Man, is this the reason why nobody is buying this? There's going to be so many questions that you're going to have day and night where it's never going to be enough for you guys. You're constantly going to be pushing yourself to the next level. Let me ask you guys a question. Why do you think that all of these different business owners that you see in the world today are still hustling, even though they're making millions and billions of dollars? It's because once you've started a business, if the business is really tied to your purpose, it's going to be hard to unplug. Trust me, guys. Listen, you could get your business to a point where you could take vacation on certain days that you want to take it. You'll have money that other people don't have. But trust me when I tell you, stress comes along with this. And if you can't handle the stress of a 9 to 5 job, you may want to reconsider entrepreneurship. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. Having an online business, and I'm saying this is the easy stuff. I'm not even talking about y'all that's really trying to get out there and do physical labor, starting up construction companies, having brick and mortar establishments. I'm saying for those of y'all that want to ride on easy street, Having an easy online business that you do from your home can easily be at least 3 to 5 times more stressful than starting your own business. And let me tell you than working at a 9 to 5 job. And let me tell you the reason why. There are so many things that you take for granted when you work at a job. There are so many operations that you never realize exist because you're not the one running it. You never have to cut paychecks for yourself or anyone else. That's handed to you. So there's going to be so many functions that you take on when starting a business that you're going to be like, wow, I didn't know this is how much went into things. I didn't have to worry about the accounting when I was working for somebody else. All I had to do was this one structured role. See, one of the reasons why business becomes stressful is because you're having to wear so many hats at once. You're having to create products. You're having to deal with customer service. You're having to manage employees. You're having to make sure that the finances are secured. There are so many different balls in the air that you will have to juggle that it's going to be hard at times to maintain your sanity. The very first few years of your company, you need to be mentally prepared to go through a roller coaster. And I'm not saying this to be a downer. I'm not saying this to spoil y'all's fun. I'm saying this because I love you and I want to keep it a buck with you. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. Just like all of these gurus that are telling you, oh, guys, quit your 9 to 5 job. Starting a business is so easy. And I'm going to show you how you can have a business that runs for you without you having to start up anything. All you got to do is just click the link and I'm going to show you for $5,000 how you can have the business that just runs on autopilot. Guys, the people that have businesses that run on autopilot are still working. Okay, how many of you guys are familiar with the guy that wrote the book, The 4 Hour Work Week, Tim Ferriss? Leave me a comment. If you know Tim Ferriss works a lot. Tim Ferriss works beyond the 4 hour work week in many cases. Look at how many books the man has written. Look at all of the social media reach that he has, YouTube channel, email lists, interviews, podcasts. All this stuff doesn't happen just by working 4 hours a week. There has to be a certain labor and a certain problem solving that you have to endure in order to get your business off the ground. Now, I want y'all to know you can reach a point where running your business does become less stressful than the stresses that you take on at a 9 to 5. However, it doesn't start that way. And the only people who reap the benefits of that stress-free business are the ones that set it up like that by design. These are the people that figured out exactly how to structure their business before they ever got to that point. Most people will never see this because when they set up a business, they go in blind and they just create for themselves a second job. Look at what these comments say. Thank y'all so much for tapping in. For those of y'all that are just joining, tonight we're talking about 7 signs that you're starting a business for the wrong reasons. Pacloria said the work and stress increase being an entrepreneur. At a 9 to 5, you do your job and go home. You know why I love that you said that, sis Pacloria? I'm at home right now. I'm at home right now. It's past 5 o'clock for me. I'm putting in the work well beyond the standard work shift at home. And this is one of the reasons, honestly, why it does become more stressful, because at least for a lot of you guys that go and work in offices, whenever you come home, you can have a place where you can unwind and detached. I'm not fully detached when I'm at home because my home is my office. It is a gift and a curse. A gift of me being an online business owner is that I can wake up and my work laptop is right in front of me. A curse of being an online business owner is that I wake up and my laptop is right in front of me, guys. You got to make sure that you are in it to win it. Let me give a quick shout out to my brother Juice for the $20 super chat. Thank you so much, my brother, for sticking to the pledge, man. I really, really appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much for being a top sponsor. And also, I want you to reach out to me via email because I'm going to give you a free 1 hour consulting session. I'm going to give you a free one-on-one consulting session, my brother, just as a way of saying thank you for all that you've done to support this channel. For those of y'all that are just now joining, welcome. Tonight, we're talking about 7 signs you're starting a business for the wrong reasons. Let's get these likes up, guys. Let's make sure that as you come in, you smash that thumbs up button. It don't cost you no money. It literally just takes 1 second to put your hand on that thumbs up button, and then we're good to go. For those of y'all that are donating, thank you so much for the support. Okay. Listen, LA for Life just said, remember George Jefferson when he started his cleaning business? Although he was moving on up, he was constantly complaining and stressed about his workload and competition. He could barely take off. That is a perfect example. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And it is a perfect example for our community. Listen, y'all, there's a reason why Big said more money, more problems. Can I tell you guys something? When you start making more money, you're automatically going to put yourself under more pressure because 99% of people that make more money are going to spend at a level of their income. So the amount of work that you have put in just to keep up the new expenses that you're getting, oh, you're not getting no break no time soon. Prime example. A lot of people, they'll win a lottery and they'll buy a brand new house. And the mortgage is so high that you are signing up for years of work. Just because you make more money, it doesn't guarantee that it alleviates your problems. In fact, unless you deliberately create a lifestyle where you're seeking financial minimalism, chances are you're only going to make your life harder for yourself because you're only going to buy more things that require more efforts. Listen to what I'm telling you guys right now. If you don't take anything else away from this broadcast, if you want to be an entrepreneur that lives an easier life, make sure that you deliberately design a lifestyle business and make sure that the proceeds from your income goes towards financial minimalism. Those two things are the only sure way that entrepreneurship will actually translate to less work and less stress over time. If you do this the wrong way, you will only be adding on more work and more stress for the rest of your life. Trust me. So when you set up a business, you can either set up a lifestyle business or an enterprise. I talk more about this in my program, Your Breakthrough Year. But whenever you set up a lifestyle business, there are certain structures that you have to have in place to make sure that it is actually catered to your lifestyle. Most people, when they set up their businesses, they're just creating jobs and calling it a business. And most people are a lot more inclined to have work that feels like that of a corporation that they left than that of a lifestyle business. And again, you need to make sure that you live by financial minimalism if you want to live a life of true comfort and less work. What do I mean? When you set up your business and you design your financial strategy, you need to make sure that you can live off of only 10 to 20% of all the income that you make. If you are a business owner and you have to live off of 100% of your income just to survive, That's going to bring a lot of stress and a lot of work. You are never going to be able to take a day off because you are constantly having to feed the machine. The two keys to winning at business over time with comfort is financial minimalism and a lifestyle business. And unless you know what you're doing to set up both of them, it's not going to happen. This is the reason why you got to invest in yourself and learn how the game is played. The third reason that most people set up businesses for the wrong reasons is because of the money. You think, oh man, if I set up this business, oh man, I'm gonna be making so much money. I'm gonna be making way more money than I was at the 9 to 5 job because here I'm getting paid what I'm worth. Again, this is a gift and a curse, people. It is possible that you can make more money when you start a business, but it's not guaranteed. You know the reason why? Because for one, there's no guarantee that you're going to make the right moves in terms of product creation and marketing to position yourself in the marketplace effectively enough to bypass your current income. If you guys are already making, say, $80,000 a year or more in your annual salary, it's no guarantee that you having your own business will put more money in the bank. And one reason is because, different than your 9 to 5 money, you have to split your business money with so many other people. Again, you have staff, you have vendors, you have all of these operating expenses that you have to pay. Y'all know why I'm pissed? Because this month I had to pay $600 just to renew one part of my website. And I'm like, man, damn, I don't even need to keep this website up like this. So I might not even have the renewal like that going for next year. I took my money and I subtracted $600 off top just for one feature on the website. And that's not to mention all of the other things that goes into business. It's not to mention staff. It's not to mention all these other accounting services and all of that. Y'all got to realize, if you make $80,000 at a job, you walk away with that $80,000 after taxes. If you make $80,000 in a business, then you walk away with whatever is after the operating expenses that were needed to keep the business going, the amount of money that you have to set aside in taxes, how much you are actually reinvesting into your business beyond expenses. Like, there are so many different things that most people never account for that goes into business money. All they think is, wow, I'm going to be making so much. You got to position yourself the right way in order to get there. I always talk about the importance of marketing. Okay. So make sure that before you start your company, you start thinking about, okay, you know what? Is this going to be a viable strategy for me to make a lot of money? Because if you watch some of my previous shows, I talked about the importance of understanding whether or not your business is scalable. You could have one of the most valuable businesses in the world, but if you can only service 3 or 4 clients at a time, then it might be hard for you to get beyond $80,000 a year. You got to be able to figure all of this out. And another reason why you don't want to just do this for money is because you can always find a venture that is profitable, that gets on your last nerve. I know so many people right now that have gotten themselves into high paying jobs, but they find themselves miserable every day. There is more to life than money. And if money is the only thing that sustains you, you're not going to endure, because there's going to be parts of the business that is so hard that unless you are driven to really see it through for reasons beyond money, you'll walk away and say, to hell with it. Because again, there's so many different ways to make money right now. Why would you start a business just for the money alone? If you could make certain side hustle money doing this and a little bit of money doing that, you may not even find enough value in going through all of the hell that's needed to start your business up effectively. And I want to thank my fellow entrepreneurs like Yasha Allah that is supporting the movement. Thank you so much, my brother, for the $16 super chat. For those of you guys that want to donate through Cash App, $ the Uzziah Show. The PayPal and Cash App information is on the screen. The links are also in the description below. Okay. So thank y'all so much for tapping in with me. Please make sure that you smash this like button. Tonight, we're talking about the 7 signs that you're starting a business for the wrong reason. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur because that they think that's what makes them successful. But most people are saying that they want to be an entrepreneur just because they're doing something that somebody else done said. They're just going with the flow. That's something sexy. Everybody and their mama now is an entrepreneur. You go on a person's Facebook profile, what are you? I'm an entrepreneur. People ain't even doing nothing. They say that they're entrepreneurs. Don't just do it to follow a fad, y'all. Okay. The fourth reason why you're starting a business for the wrong reason is because you think it will be easier. Okay. We already talked about working less stress, doing things for the money, but you fundamentally think entrepreneurship will be easier. And maybe you think it will be easier because you'll be your own boss, so you don't have to worry about nobody else giving you a hard time. Maybe you think it'll be easier because you will pick and choose who you'll get to work with. But I want you to understand there are trade offs to everything that you do in your life. Every time I've met entrepreneurs who are multimillionaires, they always told me that before they started living their dream lifestyle, the first 5 to 10 years of their business was a nightmare. It was depressing. It kept them up all night. They were working from sun up to sundown every single day. There was no escaping the startup phase as an entrepreneur. Now, see, guys, this is the reason why I always stress the importance of structure, because I want you to know that some businesses you can pull off in easier ways. There are a lot of people that are starting off businesses not knowing anything about it, and because of which they structure themselves to do things that's harder than it needs to be. Everything that I do in my business, it's done in the spirit that allows me to make money independent of always exchanging my time for money. A lot of times, the only times that I am actively working while money is coming in is when I'm doing this show. And I'm only doing the show for about an hour and a half. I'm never creating businesses where I have to always be having my hand working in order for money to be exchanged. My job is to create products that I can sell independent of my time. I can put these products online. I can put them in different places. I'm in the business of creating units so that way I don't have to work. Okay. But you guys need to know how to structure your businesses properly. So, what I want you guys to do is, I want you to leave me some questions below so that way you can ask me how you can structure your business in such a way that over time it will be easier for you than a 9 to 5. Listen to what I'm saying, guys. When you start a business for the very first time, you're just now getting started. You should not expect the first 3 to 6 months to feel like a vacation. Okay. If you are legitimately trying to set something real in place, it's going to feel more stressful than a 9 to 5 job, because when you're at the 9 to 5 job, all you had to do was one particular task, and a lot of y'all was coasting your way through that. When you set up your business, ain't no coasting, because if you coast, how will you get paid? How will you keep food on the table? How will you keep the lights on? It hits different in the grind where you know that if you don't work hard and hustle, you won't get paid. You will not have the security of a guaranteed check on the 1st and the 15th. So what I want y'all to do is I want y'all to see how the reason why people go into business in the first place is because even if they know that it's going to be a pain up front, they know that it will pay off later. They know that if they cast their vision and they build the right team, they know that they can fire themselves out of working. They know that they can bring the right people on board that will allow them to take some of the stress off of their shoulders and put them in position to where other people are helping to build the company. This is what you want to do. So if you are starting a business and you have no plans on hiring a team, just know you're setting yourself up for more stress with no way out. Listen, y'all need to watch this video another time. You need to watch this video over again. The reason why you need to have this video on repeat is because as you set up your business, you need to make sure you don't fall into any of these traps. A lot of people start businesses and it's a one-man show forever. But I would never set up a business where I'm the one doing all the work, because that means I'm signing up to have the hardest job I've ever had in my life. And it never gets easier because I never have someone by my side to make it easier for me. So for those of you guys that want to work with me tonight, and I will literally walk you through how to make your business easier for you, click the link to Cam Up, okay? Because I will show you a step-by-step process on some of the things that you need to put in place so that way you can reduce your efforts. It's not going to happen overnight, but you need to make sure that you structure your business the right way up front in order for you to reap the long-term benefits. Always know and understand this. Business is a long game. Do not expect to start your business up right now and you feel like it's going to be exactly where you want it to be overnight. Always think 5, 10, 15, 20 years ahead. This is how millionaires think. You got to think about the long-term benefit and you got to make the sacrifices in the short term to get there. Let's go into the 5th sign that you're starting a business for the wrong reason. This is a big one. You start a business for the wrong reason by thinking, I won't have to answer to anybody. That could not be farther from the truth. When you are an entrepreneur and you are doing business successfully, you will have a ton of people to answer to. You will have vendors, you will have customers, you will have leads, people who have not even paid you any money. And you're going to feel some sense of responsibility to communicate with them. You're going to be in contact with a lot of people because the essence of business is relationships. When you set up new sales with customers, those are brand new bonds that you're building. And always know you're going to be on the hook to be in communication. If somebody buys one of your products, and they say, hey, the product doesn't work. Well, you got somebody to answer to now. And guess what? You want to know something that's so crazy? It can actually be harder for you to deal with customers than it could be for you to deal with a boss, because your customer feels more entitled to you because they are paying you their hard-earned money. At least a lot of times when we work at jobs, we tend to work for managers who don't own the company themselves. You'll have a supervisor, a manager, a director, something like that. But it's different whenever somebody is paying you money out of their own pocket. They feel like they own you. And again, guys, unless you're setting up your business the right way, how will you know if you're bringing in the right clients? This is something that I may need to do an entirely different show about. Not all money is good money. If you are building a business that you ever want to see less stress from, that means that before you get started, you need to already develop a target customer that represents what an easy client looks like for you. Sometimes you guys will skip that step and you'll bring anybody into your business and it will be a nightmare. You could have the wrong customers, people that don't pay you on time, people that'll only pay you a few dollars and expect the world from you. You've got to know how to structure this the right way. But guys, I want to get y'all's comments. I want you to let me know, are you starting a business for the right reason? In fact, leave me a comment, guys. Let me know your reason for starting a business. That's what I want to hear. For those of you that are in business or are thinking about starting a business, leave me a comment below and let me know what is your reason for getting started. That way I can help you and we can talk about you being on the right path. Okay. Please make sure that y'all smash the like button. Please make sure that y'all donate. Let's keep this show online. Thank you for all the super chats that are coming in. The next reason why you may be starting a business for the wrong reason is because you want to be famous. You want to be the next Steve Jobs. You want to be the next Elon Musk. You want to be the next dude on social media driving a luxury car like a Ferrari, acting like your ish don't stink. Guys, please do not set up a business only for clout. Please do not set up a business because you want people to be checking for you. You want to be the life of the party. It's not that deep, okay? A lot of times we rarely think about how many people never make it who wanted to be the next Steve Jobs. A lot of times we go through life with rose-colored glasses, thinking, oh man, you know what? Everybody online is making money and they winning. But you don't see, for every one great success, there's 1,000 other failures that tried and didn't make the cut. There are a lot of things that determines who gets there and who doesn't. So, prime example, there are some people that will enter into an arena and their thing will immediately take off. Maybe it's because they created something that is extremely valuable and rare. It's something that's being brought to the marketplace for the very first time. Maybe they're the Michael Jordan of their industry. But what if you are not the Michael Jordan of your industry, but you still are trying to make it? Okay, here's what I mean when I say the Michael Jordan of your industry. Let's take what I'm doing on YouTube right now, for example. There are some guys that start YouTube channels and instantly they're getting 100,000 subs, million subs, right? These guys are anomalies in the industry. Maybe they're talking about a particular topic that everybody loves. Maybe they just have a personality that's just like so wild and crazy, it's got everybody talking, right? For the rest of us, it's going to be a slow burn. It's going to be a process. It's going to take years upon years and years to build an audience. But just because you don't have that same Jordan meteorite type growth, it doesn't mean that you can't make it. 99% of the people that start businesses are going to get there through a slow burn. The majority of people that start businesses really won't see their business take off until at least 5 to 10 years of solid grind. So if you're thinking that you're going to set up a business today and instantly you're going to be this great success, you are sabotaging yourself before you even get started. A lot of you guys don't realize that a lot of people that promote their businesses online right now, they've been doing this at least 10 years and counting. Before they made it to being the success that they are today, they probably went bankrupt at least one time. They probably went homeless at least one time. They probably went through so much hell and high water, man, that you see people on the other side of their success and you think it's always been that way, not knowing there's a process behind everybody's story. That's the reason why, guys, when it comes to these entrepreneurs that y'all really like to follow, study their backstory, look at their autobiography. Don't look at, oh man, this guy is at the top right now. Look at where they were when they first got started. How many years did it take them to get on before you even knew who they were? Because those are the best practices and the principles that you got to think about in order for you to really realize, hey, you know what? This might be the case for me. I always tell you guys, Bill Gates said from age 20 to age 30, he didn't take a day off of work. But most people did not know Bill Gates until the man was 40, 50 plus years old. You got to continue to stay in this grind. So the seventh thing that I want to tell y'all, the seventh sign that you're starting a business for the wrong reason. This is going to hurt, guys. This is going to hurt. Brace yourself. Are you ready? The seventh sign that you're starting a business for the wrong reason is because you want to follow your passion. Now, before you cut this off, let me tell you the reason why that's wrong. It's because your passion means nothing in the marketplace unless it's tied to value. When you see a lot of these entrepreneurs give their Hall of Fame speeches on how they followed their passion and that's how they became so successful, they only became successful because their passion was tied into something that the market benefited from. There's so many people right now that have passions of things and nobody cares. So don't think that, oh man, as long as I start up a business and the business is about my passion, that life is going to be great for me. Because if people don't understand what's in it for me, then there's no reason they're ever going to buy from you. People are not going to buy from you just because you're passionate about your work. People buy from you is because it's something that they want. If you start up a restaurant and you're passionate about it, make sure that in all that passion that you have, you're actually cooking good food. Because no matter how passionate that you are, people don't want to eat a piece of junk. If you are starting a clothing line and you're passionate, make sure that your clothes actually hit. Make sure that it's fly. Otherwise, nobody is going to want to buy it. Listen, y'all, people ain't just giving away money. I know, people will act online like they got all the money in the world and it's so easy to come by. But trust me when I tell you that it isn't. If you're going to start up a business and it's tied to your passion, you better make sure that passion is tied to somebody else's benefit. Take it from me. You could go into this world and you could have amazingly pure intentions. But just because you have great intentions doesn't mean that somebody else cares. So, Yasha Allah, I'm going to patch you up. Tell me what you think about tonight's broadcast on why people go into starting a business for the wrong reasons.
Shalom, big brother. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Good to see you.
Good to see you. I think it's because they want the money. That's the focus on, and it shouldn't be your focus. I never did that at all. I don't call myself a slash business entrepreneur. I just call myself a subcontractor. That's all I am. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I wanted to work for get majority of the money. You see what I'm saying? That's what I wanted to do at the beginning. And it was when for me, it was about a way to provide a decent living for my family. That's what it
Right.
was.
Now,
So
real
that's
quick
all it
for
was.
those of y'all, real quick for those of y'all that are tapping in. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Make sure that you leave a comment below and let us know your reason for starting a business. Y'all know y'all are entrepreneurs out there. Come on, stop capping. Y'all know that y'all want to start up a business. If you haven't started a business already, tell us the reason why you want to start a business. And for those of you all that are entrepreneurs today, give us your reason for starting a business. So, Yashala, if you could bring this back for us, sir, what is your reason for starting a business? What keeps you doing what you're doing today?
Like I said at the beginning, it was just provide a decent living for my family. I had to get out the hood. That was number one. I couldn't deal with the hood, bro. I got in
Right.
trouble in the hood. I gotta go. I know carrying illegal stuff on me. You know what I'm saying? And
That
I
that
want
need
my
not be mentioned on this broadcast. I'm with you. Right.
right. And me being so little, I needed protection. So you know what I mean. But I don't want my kids to go through what I went through. So
Right.
I said, you know what? After the military, I didn't have kids till I got the military. You know what I mean? I said, I gotta do something where I can make some money to provide for my family. It's better living than this. And
Right.
my cousin, somebody always brought me into it, like you. So he had his own trucks and buses and brought me into it the same thing too. After I got in trouble, he came by the house. You know the other cousins too. You know what I mean? And
There you go.
I've been doing it ever since. I can take off when I want to take off, but I still get my grind. A lot of people don't understand that. I get my grind at my age. You know what I mean?
I could
Because
tell. You be in that truck, you be moving, brother. A lot of times, brother Yasha Allah, it'll be midway through a show, right? And he'll be like, "Ah, man, I'm just letting you know I'm here. I'm burning the midnight oil, though. I'm working. I'm hustling. I commend you, brother.
they don't understand what this is a lifestyle. When the
Right.
season's good, the season's good. Like you said yesterday, somebody's misery, somebody's comfort.
Right.
Me, disasters, all that. That's more money for me because I go. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. That's just the cycle. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Pharmaceutical, seasonal things. That's the way it is. You know what I mean? I go. You know what I'm saying? But they know my Saturdays, nah. Unless I'm stuck somewhere, like traffic, customers. You know how that goes on Friday. You know what I mean? But it's a lifestyle. And then with the shows, I know what I want to do before I retire. You see what I'm saying? Because the credit and everything else, and I'm looking at things different because now I have the opportunity. Back then, no such things in the internet, bro. It wasn't no
Right.
phone. Right. Deep, 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 deep. Terrain, terrain, terrain. You was out of luck. But now I'm learning more how to use it and reading more in your show. You know what I'm saying? The school, the classes, I can focus more and I'm putting things together, like you said before.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to highlight four right reasons to start a business. And Yasha Allah, stay online with me for a little bit, sir, because I want to see what your thoughts are on these four reasons after I give it. Okay, so I'm gonna have you in the waiting room. I'm gonna patch you right back in after these four. For those of you that just now joining, tonight we're talking about the 7 signs you're starting a business for the wrong reasons. This is simply to warn you guys that if you're using any one of these 7 reasons as your motivation to get in, you need something else to keep you going. If not, you won't last. What are the 7 reasons, 7 signs you're starting the business for the wrong reasons? 1, because you want to work less. 2, because you want less stress. 3, because of the money. 4, because you think it'll be easier. 5th, because you don't want to have nobody to answer to. 6, because you want to be famous. 7, because you want to follow your passion, even though your passion is not tied to value. And these are the 4 right reasons to start a business. Number 1, because it delivers value. You offer something to other people that people can benefit from that makes the world better. Listen, y'all, I'm a firm advocate that entrepreneurs are the most generous people in the world because these are people that are willing to break their back for little to nothing just to make sure that the world is better. Pull out my phone real quick. This is value. Somebody had to work very hard in order to bring this to the marketplace. You see, one of the reasons why a lot of times people don't end up getting that generational wealth that Sister Pecloria was talking about. I thank you so much for sharing that, sister. And that's big because different from just the money alone, the generational wealth has to do with the legacy. One of the reasons why though so many people won't see success in business is because they're too self-centered. They're not thinking about other people, right? So they think, okay, I'm going to start a business and I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to do this because of what I want. I'm going to do this because of, my dream. But in order for you to live out your dream, you kind of have to make somebody else's dream a reality, right? So for people that own Disney World, they're making somebody else's dream come true. You got to think about, how do I set up a business that's catered to somebody else's dream, that's solving somebody else's problem? How, what can I do to give the most value to another person? If you can build your business model off of that alone, you're going to win. But most people, they're so busy focusing on themselves that they never think about how they could be of value to somebody else. You got to start a business thinking about value for your potential customers. Number two, the second right reason that you can start a business is because you can be innovative. If the market already has what you're selling, you're already at a loss, because if somebody is already doing that, well, what makes you so special? Why would they stop doing business with the people that are already running companies successfully and give you a shot? Well, you can stand out by being innovative. Maybe you have an idea about something that the world has never seen. Maybe you have something next level. And guys, I want y'all to know this. This is going to be a big gem for those of y'all that have stayed on. This could be a little Patreon level right here. So you're welcome. When you're innovating, it doesn't have to be something brand new from scratch. You are simply elevating a creation that's already been made. Let me give an example. When Netflix started up, they didn't come into the market thinking, well, how can we make something completely brand new based upon a media that nobody has ever heard of? No, that's not what they did. They started off with movies and everybody heard of it. The only difference is they took movie rentals that was already existing and they just provided a better way to do it. Instead of you going to a movie rental brick and mortar, they would just send you the movie rental in the mail. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just have to enter in an industry where something is already working, and you just come up with an elevated way to make that industry better. Does that make sense? And if you can really focus on that, you have a far greater chance of being innovative, because it's so much uh, easier to stand on the shoulders of giants than for you to recreate the wheel all on your own. A lot of people that think about, oh man, I need an innovative business idea, they go about doing it the wrong way. That's why they never think of an idea that can actually help make them money. When you look at Uber, there was already a taxi service. When you look at Airbnb, there was already a hotel service in place. These guys did not reinvent the wheel. They created billion-dollar companies because they took an existing market and made it better. And you could do the same thing. Okay. Third reason, and y'all know I talk about this one. You got to be willing to die for it. If you're willing to die for your purpose and your cause, then maybe you might be in the business for the right reason. Because again, if you're just in it for the money, you're in it for the women and the fame, once the going gets tough, you will not last. Like I said before, there are only less than 5% of all businesses in America that are even turning $1 million revenue or higher. And then on top of that, there's only but a 1% of 1% from that number of all the entrepreneurs that you ever hear about. You never hear about all these small business owners that are struggling to make a 5-figure income. You never hear about, these business owners that, maybe they've been working for the past 15 years and they just now started to crack, mid 6 figures. You never hear about these companies because these are the companies that are not sexy. All you hear about is the Teslas, the Snapchats, the people that put money in Bitcoin when you could get Bitcoin for 2 cents. And now that 2 cents turned into $2 million. That's all you hear about. But don't believe the hype, guys. If you're going to get into this industry, even if you are not the anomaly, are you still motivated enough to go the distance to where if you were never famous, you're still on? Even if you don't hit $1 million overnight, you are so driven by your purpose that you're willing to see it through. Okay. The fourth reason, which is a right reason to start up a business, is because you have skills and experience in the industry. If you don't know what the hell you're doing and you're just trying to start up a business, you might want to take a pause. You may do better working for somebody else's company and learning along the way. So that way, when you set up your own company, you know exactly what to do. I always tell you guys, learn on somebody else's dollar. When you make mistakes, do that at somebody else's company. For those of you guys that want to be restaurant owners, work at a restaurant first. Don't go from, oh, I'm just cooking at the house to starting my own business where you don't know the ins and outs of what an actual restaurant would look like. You don't have to stay at somebody else's restaurant for 1 billion years, but you're just going there as an apprentice. You're taking on an apprenticeship in somebody else's company to see how the game is really played. So that way you could say, wow, I'm so glad that I did this, because if I didn't see how this really worked behind the scenes, I would have started my own business thinking that everybody did it this other way. And that would have made my business go under before it really got started. Okay. So those are the right reasons to start a business, guys. Let's recap one last time. 7 reasons you're starting a business for the wrong reasons. You're just now joining. Smash that like button. Donate. Okay. 7 signs that you're starting a business for the wrong reasons. Number 1, you want to work less. You think that the minute you quit your job, everything will be easy or easier than your 9 to 5. That's a mistake. Number 2, because you want less stress. Entrepreneurship is not less stressful than a 9 to 5. It is more stressful. You're going to be solving more problems. You're going to be working longer hours, and you're going to be getting paid less until you make it. Number 3, because of the money. You say, oh, I want to be in business because of the money, because I could be a millionaire that way. You'll see what I talk about when I say 2/3 of all millionaires in America are business owners, because entrepreneurship is a key to wealth creation. Guys, the average person that's in the top 1% of earners in America is 50 in their mid 50s. They're not 20 and 30 years old, 40 years old. It takes a while to build wealth, to accumulate wealth, to get where you need to be going. So don't think that just because you didn't become a millionaire at 25 like somebody you saw online, that you're a failure. Even if you knew how to set up your business properly, regardless of your age, you're already more ahead than most, because so many business owners set up their business not knowing what in the world they're doing. Okay. So don't think that just because of the money that's going to hold you over. No, you got to be extremely dedicated to this. You've got to love it. You got to love it beyond loving it, man. Okay. Number 4, you think business will be easier. It will be over time, as long as you structure it to be that way. If you're setting up a corporation like Elon Musk does, it's not going to be easier, because even Elon Musk will tell you, he'll say, starting up a business is like looking into the abyss while eating shards of glass. It's painful. The 5th reason you might be starting a business for the wrong reason is because you don't want to answer to anybody. You think, oh, as long as I can be my own boss, I ain't got to deal with nobody else. Couldn't be farther from the truth. You're going to have clients, you're going to have staff, you're going to have vendors, you're going to have all these people that you will have to report to for all kinds of things. That's just how the game goes. You can't see that right now, because at the job that you work at, everybody else is handling certain things. But once you start your business and the buck stops with you, you will see how many people you have to answer to in terms of all business operations. Number 6, you start a business for the wrong reason, because you want to be famous. Okay. This ain't Hollywood, y'all. People make business sound sexy. But again, a lot of times when people do that, it's just so that way they can have you thinking that everybody can get out here and win, when in actuality, the only people that truly win are those that commit themselves to the lifestyle of success. And like Yasha Allah says, with the lifestyle, like I said before, everybody wants the lifestyle, but nobody wants the lifestyle. Everybody wants to be on a jet, having a big house, driving a nice car, but don't nobody want to work and put in this 14, 16-hour shift. You got to be ready for all of that when it comes to business. Number 7 is because you want to follow your passion. Guys, don't let your emotions run away with you when starting up a business. See, here's what I'm trying to get you to avoid. I hate my boss so much, I'm getting delusional now. I'm seeing so many people look rich, I think that everybody is rich. Don't fall into the delusions, okay? If your emotions run away with you and say, oh, I'm just going to follow my passion, you better make sure that that passion is tied to real value, because if not, get out into the marketplace. They got something for you. Make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. The right reasons are you're doing something that delivers tremendous value, so much so that people are willing to pay you for it. 2, you are innovative. It's something that the world has not seen. That's the reason why you're going to stand out. Number 3, you're willing to die for this. Elon Musk, he's willing to die for what he's doing. A lot of these guys, Henry Ford, Steve Jobs, they were willing to lay it all on the line. Number 4, you got to be skilled in your industry. Okay, guys? So that is that. Let me make sure that y'all get y'all's 2 free stocks sponsored by Webull, one of the fastest growing financial brokerage companies in the world. Okay, we're about to talk more about that investing too. I got something good for y'all in the works. Here's the link for you to get your 2 free stocks sponsored by Webull. Okay, when you get on Webull, this will allow you to not only invest in stocks, but also cryptocurrency. Guys, the crypto market. I'm going to do a show on this. You won't want to miss it. This crypto thing, if you miss it, if you snooze, you lose, man. Don't say I didn't try to put you on. All you got to do is set up a free account over at Webull. And when you set up your new account at Webull, they will give you 2 free stocks. Okay. So real quick, also for those of you guys that want to tap in with me, if you like what these shows are about and you want to get even more value, then make sure that you check out my free book, The How to Succeed Survival Guide, how you can create an amazing life without living paycheck to paycheck. In this book, I show you guys how I paid off over $95,000 in student loans 2 years after graduating from college, how I retired from corporate America at age 26, how I became a real estate investor, a best-selling author, and an entrepreneur. Guys, if I can do it, so can you. I'm not from another planet. All I do is follow the process that works. So if you guys want to be able to grab your copy of that book, all you got to do is click the link in the comments below. Okay. The link is on the screen. And once again, thank you so much for everybody that's supporting. Let's get some last minute donations going in, guys. It's been about 30 minutes, almost 40 minutes since the last donation came through on the super chats. Okay. Thank you, Yasha Allah, for the $16 super chat. Thank you, Juice, for the $20 super chat. Thank you, Pecloria, for the $10 super chat. Okay, let's get another donation up in here, guys. If you guys love tonight's show, if you guys got a lot of value and this can help you out, then please return the favor. All you got to do is tap the dollar icon directly below the live chat box. Okay. When you tap that icon, you can put in whatever amount that you want to donate, but trust and believe it will go a very long way. Your donations is what keeps the show on air. Your donations is what tells YouTube that you love seeing this show online. And if you guys prefer to donate through Cash App or PayPal, the information on that is on the screen. $ the Uzziah Show, paypal.me/the Uzziah Show. Yasha Allah, you got any last words for the people? Let me unmute you real quick. I'm so sorry about that.
That's okay. That's okay. Know your worth. You're right. You gotta know your worth. If you don't know your worth, you're not gonna succeed.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You gotta know your trade. I see people come up all the time to the company, don't even try to learn their trade. I'm like, you're not gonna make it, bro. Simple things. You want to get the money, go home. Well, maintenance on your truck. Some things you can do yourself, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. They don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know, don't check the oil, don't check the pressure, don't do this, change out, refurbish this, refurbish that. It's just change it out. Take you 10 minutes. Then I go home. I got the money, buy a brand new car. The big dude, no. You got engine repairs coming, taxes coming, you know what I mean? Road tax coming. If you have an accident, insurance, I mean, they don't think like that. I'm like, you're not gonna last. I don't buy nothing extravagant. That's just me. I just don't. You know what I mean? I just don't do it. I learned from my father, my grandfather. Said, son, don't do it unless you got millions and millions of dollars in the bank, and still don't do it. But
there you go.
But you gotta be willing, like you said, you gotta be willing to die for it. If you want to die for it, it's not for you.
Absolutely. And Yasha Allah, you better tell them. You know, people think that we're being far out when we say that. Oh, but trust and believe your business, it will test that. It will. Yes. It will test. Are you sure that you want to do this? Are you serious? Are you sure you don't want to go back to that 9 to 5? Are you sure that you don't want to take on something a little bit easier? Guys, we're trying to show you it is possible for you to be successful and live the life that you want to live, but it comes at a price. You got to be willing to put in the blood, sweat, and tears. And then and only then can it be possible for you to live the dream. So thank you so much, my brother, as always, for joining. Thank you for your participation. Thank you for your donation. Hopefully you got some value from tonight's topic. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next show, Lord's will, my brother.
Lord's will, my brother.
All right, now. All right, y'all. So that does it for tonight. We're going to be back on tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Lord's will. You won't want to miss out. I got something special in store for you guys. So thank you so much for all of your support. Please don't forget to donate. Guys, please share this video, okay? Please share this show with more people. Stop keeping it a secret. Be your brother's keeper. Share this show, y'all, so that way we can level up and we can do better as a community. All right. I love y'all. And I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, Lord willing. Until then, keep pushing.